Cronos, the new dawn. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. A whole new breed of survival horror emerges with Cronos, a new dawn. Survive the brutal wastelands of the future, fight nightmarish merging creatures and jump back in time to harvest souls as you seek to uncover the origins of the apocalypse that wiped out humanity. First up, guys, let's have a quick look at the old graphical options. It is quite a demanding game, this. I ran it at 60 frames a second on my 2080. I had to run it with DLSS, but it ran. The game's quite a slow game, so you can kind of get away with it on old PCs like mine. So, yeah, I didn't have any real problems running this. No huge frame drops or anything, no stutters. It just works. I apologise that this video is a bit later than I wanted, but I filled in the forms to get a key off the devs back on Monday, I think it was, or Sunday, and I waited a couple of days and I never got one, so I did get it on Greenman Gaming. You can get 15% off by entering the code SEP15, which is on the screen in caps, in the coupon part when you're in checkout, and you'll get your 15% off. Links in the description. Now, this isn't a review, this is just my first impressions of the game. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I found it very frustrating. There's a fine line between fun and frustration, and for me, a game has to be in the fun side or I just don't like it. This is about 6 foot into the frustration side. You get hardly any bullets. Every shot pretty much has to count. You get hardly any inventory space. You have to juggle stuff of what you're going to keep, what you're going to get rid of. And the worst bit of all is you can't save your game until you come across a certain point where you can save it. It's like Resident Evil, you know, the typewriters and that. You come across a typewriter, you can save your game. Well, this has little consoles on a wall, and when you come across them after every 10 or 15 minutes or whatever it is, you can save your game. And if you fuck up after that, then you got to reload and do it all over again. I'm hardly anywhere in the game. I'm right at the start, and I've screwed up about 6 or 7. Well, not 6, I've screwed up about 3 or 4 battles with monsters, and so I've had to do them again. But you can't just do that battle again. I've had to go back and do all the collecting of materials that I found, listen to the tapes again that I come across, and it's just so tedious if you screw up. And the game is clunky. The aiming is not great. It's a very clunky kind of game, so aiming is not the best. You know, third-person aiming is shit anyway, at the best of times, you know, but and the third-person camera in this is truly rancid. I mean, you can literally see round corners. It just took away the edge, really, of the terror. I never really felt terror playing this, just frustration. But it is what it is. The way you have to play it is you charge your shot up. Every bullet you fire should be charged, unless you're shooting a barrel or something. But generally speaking, when you're fighting an enemy, charge it up by holding your button down, wait till it's charged, then releasing the button and you'll fire the bullet, doing a lot more damage. Headshots are great, leg shots are good. If you shoot them in the leg, they'll fall on the floor, then you can stomp them a couple of times, then you have to run away and then rinse and repeat. But if you're fighting 3 or 4 monsters at a time, it just becomes like ridiculous. You're running all over the place trying to get shots off. You miss a couple because you're panicking, and then as soon as you've missed 3 or 4 shots, you know you're going to have to reload because you probably don't have enough bullets to get any further in the game. That's how frustrating this game is. I wouldn't say it's hard. It's not hard in the sense of, you know, you can take the monsters down. It's just the frustration that they take away the tools you need and they give you like just a little handful of them, and that's when it becomes I didn't feel, oh my goodness, this is too hard. What I felt is, oh my goodness, this is so fucking frustrating. That's the emotion that I felt playing this. And when I'm playing a game, I want to feel fun. I want to feel, oh my goodness, that was awesome, that was great, oh, this is so much fun. And I didn't feel that from this game. I just felt more frustration. Then you find a lot of stuff and you can't put them in your inventory because you haven't got the room, and it's more frustration. It was just frustration. That's the overwhelming emotion that I felt playing the game. Now, it oozes atmosphere, this. It really, really does. You've travelled back to when the apocalypse happened, and you're getting all these messages and tapes and stuff that people left behind. You're piecing together the story. Dead immersive. They've nailed the atmosphere so well. It's dead creepy as you're going around the place. You find bodies all over. You've got to burn them because if the monsters start feasting off one of their fallen comrades, they'll become even more powerful, which gives you a bigger headache. So there's a lot to kind of take in and a lot to kind of do. It is a very clunky game. You have no knees, for example. You can't jump. If you come across an area where you have to jump across, you just press the use key and it automatically does it. It's that kind of stuff. You can't fall off a ledge. It's very consoleized in that sense, which I don't like in me games. There was a lot of negatives, but as far as survival horror, a difficult survival horror, it nails that, which is why I'm thumbing it up, because it does exactly what it says it is. So you can't really argue with that. The problem is not the game, the problem is me. Which is why I don't like this game. So saying that this is a bad game would be very disingenuous. It's not a bad game for what it is. It's just not a game that I'm suited to at all. Dead Space, I loved. The remake, Dead Space, fantastic. This is nothing like Dead Space. It looks like it, except you look like a penis with the stupid design of your suit. But I was hoping that it was going to be Dead Space, and it just isn't Dead Space. Dead Space, I think, is way, way better than this. If you're a Dead Space fan, don't think you'll just automatically like this, because that's not how it actually works, as I've found out to my horror. So there you go, guys. It's just a first impressions, this. It was a very frustrating game, but if you love the whole idea of every bullet must count, you've got hardly any inventory space, lots of juggling of that, very survivey in a horror setting, then you'll love it.